Hey guys, found us back, and here's my scrapping experiment part two. Like I said in the other video, I watched some videos over the winter of scrapping stuff, and it kind of interests me of something I could do with my kids, make a little extra money. I like tearing stuff apart, so I thought it'd be kind of fun to do this as a little side project throughout the summer. So I've learned quite a bit about the time I have to do this, the space I have to do this, what I want to deal with, what scrap yards will do for me, that kind of stuff. So here's one of the issues is how much space I have in my garage. So here's the space that I'm dealing with is one side of the garage, which I'm finding it gets cramped really fast when I'm dealing with the larger appliances like a dishwasher or microwaves or things like that. So that's issue number one. Issue number two I'm having is that the four scrap yards that I've called in the Twin Cities area, none of them will take microwaves. And from what I understand, it's because of the capacitors. They just don't want to deal with them because of PCBs that are in the capacitors. I could be totally wrong on that, and I probably am, and somebody will correct me, which is fine. So I've got a pile of microwaves right there that I've scrapped out that scrap yards won't take. So my local recycling center will take them as is like that, but they won't keep taking them. I talked to the lady on the phone. She was super nice. I told her what was going on. I told her I had 5 or 6 that were scrapped out. It was just the shells left of them, and she said, okay, bring them in, we'll take them this time, but we can't keep taking them like that. So I was like, okay, so fine. I'm not going to deal with microwaves anymore. Once in a while I'll take a smaller one that I can feed through my garbage can, but I can't take any of these big over the stove ones. They're just gigantic, and I'm finding they're disgusting, full of grease and food and everything from the stove, if you know what I mean. So anyway, I'm blabbing on. So there's number one. Number two, space. I don't have the space for it, so that's number two. Number three, I knew this, but I didn't put the connections together. There's Freon in refrigeration units. Like I have a dehumidifier here, I have a college refrigerator down here. I've also got this old pop cooler I'll show you, which is kind of cool, but it's trashed, so I can't do anything with it but scrap it. So I'm going to stay away from refrigeration unit stuff because it's going to be a whole bunch of hassle to get rid of the Freon to do it safely, and I'm not the kind of guy that just is going to bust them open and let it go and break the law. So I'm not going to deal with refrigeration units. I'm not going to deal with large appliances, including microwaves. Those are out. I don't have the time, the space, the capacity in my vehicle for them. It's not for me. It's for some people. It isn't for me. So I'm going to get to scrapping the last microwave I got, which is that little guy right there. And then I'm going to load up the microwaves. I've got a CRT monitor that I took a few things out of them to bring them. I have a printer that I took a couple things out of that I wanted for my printer because I had this exact same one, and that's going to go. And we're going to load it up and take it down to the recycling center, and I'll take you with. So now that I'm blabbing on, this is the last thing I'll blab on about. This is an old pop cooler. I don't know how old it is, but it's like a retail pop cooler that my wife's co-worker's father is getting rid of some stuff, and this is one thing he got rid of, and it hasn't worked since the mid-90s, so it's probably a good 20 years since it's worked. But it does have this Cool Orange Crush thing on there, and I'm definitely taking that off and keeping it. And I'll gut the insides of it, but it's just moldy, and the smell just coming out of it. It's really moldy and kind of gross, and does not work. So I looked it up online. I found one like this one that was in really good condition. It was like perfect condition, and it didn't have this one on it. I can't remember. It had like some other kind of old pop logo on it, but it was similar to that one, and it was in $200 in perfect condition. So I can't imagine this thing's worth anything to anybody, and I don't have the time and the space to deal with it. So I'm going to scrap it. I'm going to keep that part, and then this thing's going to go to the scrapyard along with some other stuff after I go to the recycling center. But it's kind of cool, and that thing is really neat. I really like that thing a lot, and that thing might be worth some money, but I'm going to keep it. I like it a lot. So anyway, I'm going to get to scrapping that microwave, and we will see you guys in a little bit. So okay, we got that one microwave scrapped out. Let's get this stuff loaded up and get it over to the recycling center. All right, there we go, not too bad. Let's get this thing closed up and go. So guys, we are loaded up now and we're heading to the recycling center. And sorry I'm doing so much talking in this video. I feel like a dummy. But I've learned a couple little other things about scrap yards. So they tell me that, of course, copper is going to be usually your number one money-making item. So he's telling me that copper wire, you go to scrap yards, and that even if you come in with, you know, bags with exact same kinds of wire, that they will find little things wrong, or you get the wrong kind of guy and he doesn't know what he's looking at, and so on and so forth, that you get shortchanged on what kind of copper you have. And I am the kind of guy that I do not like getting ripped off, and I don't like the feeling that I'm getting ripped off. It drives me insane. So what I've decided to do was I bought a TNT wire stripper off Amazon. It was $47.99, ship free with my Amazon Prime account. So I got one of those, and I'm going to strip probably 80% of my wire. I'm not going to strip the little itty bitty tiny stuff. That's just more time consuming than it's worth. But anything 14 gauge larger, maybe 12 gauge and larger, I'm going to strip myself and just have the Bear Bright do in there with, so there's no dispute over what kind of copper wire I have. But everything is so different that a lot of it is maybe the opinion of the guy unloading you, or the opinion of the scrapyard of what they want and what their customers want. So probably a little bit of everything in there. So I don't know, that's going to be a little bit of an adventure. I can't do much about the aluminum. It is what it is. I can clean it up the best I can. Time versus money I'm going to get. But the copper wire thing, I've got a 32-gallon garbage can in there that's nearly full of copper wire, and I'm not going to let that stuff go for 50, 60 cents a pound. It'd be pointless for me doing all this. So anyway, we're going that way. We're going to the recycling center. See you when we get there. Traffic circle. Now right there under that green sign on your right, if you missed it, the days they're closed, people like to come here and just dump stuff off. That's a good place to go clip some cords if I get down in this area. Thanks, guys. Have a good day. Can I ask you a quick question? So, are you guys okay taking that kind of stuff?
Yeah, it's just scrap metal.
So you guys, it doesn't matter if I bring 4 or 5 in once in a while?
No, that's fine.
You guys are cool with that?
Yeah.
Awesome, thanks. Okay, so this is the recycling center at my county, and places, you can go here and drop off any kind of electronics, anything that has a cord or a motor on it. You can, any kind of paint cans, household chemicals, whatever you want down here, and it's free. It's all worked into your taxes. But it's really great, and they're always super nice there. And like you just heard, this guy said, you know, bring the microwaves to me if you got them. So that's cool. But I'm still not going to deal with a whole lot of microwaves. Tell me to put my seatbelt on. So, but while I'm here, they have a free product room where you can get anything you want that people turn in that they see fit that's usable, and also paint that they mix to make a gray or a red or whatever, and you can just take paint if you want, like household paint. So let's go in there and check it out real quick. I like to duck in there when I'm here, so okay, hang on. So I didn't find anything in there I wanted except for some plastic tubs that people drop their stuff off with. So I'm going to take that for sorting. That's an easy score. Okay, so I got the car loaded up to go to the scrapyard. This is just shred steel stuff I need to get rid of. I've never been to a scrapyard before, so this will be kind of new for me. But I'm going to go get rid of this stuff, see what I get for it. Come home, take a shower, and relax. Here we go. Alright guys, we're back from the scrapyard and time to wrap this day up here. So I made a lot more room in here. I got rid of all that scrap steel. So I brought that stuff in, and on the way home I got a couple of vacuums somebody clipped the cords on, but I'll take the electric motors out and see if I can sell any of the parts on eBay. In my aluminum bucket over there I found some chunks of aluminum gutter, so chucked those in there. So what did I end up with? Not a ton. So we got $10 for the scrap steel, which I don't really care. I just wanted it out of the garage. So $10, whoop whoop. And then that was the Orange Crush logo off of that cooler. So that's really cool. I'm really happy about that one. I like that a lot. That's gonna definitely stay with me. So thanks for watching, guys, and we'll do another one as soon as I got some cool stuff to update on. Thanks.